for preservation of the historic aspects of Beauvoir. So that's the cottages that were built in the 1850s by the Brown family, and that Jefferson Davis and his family lived in. So that $100,000 is supposed to go to that. But what we found, what Seth and I found in our work, was that there were tens of millions of dollars that went into the newer stuff at Beauvoir, including that $8 million library, and that was federal money. So Hurricane Katrina destroyed much of what was at Beauvoir, including their library museum. Rather than rebuild or renovate, they built an entirely new facility. So a huge amount of money has gone to Beauvoir in the past, since around 2005, 2006. We were curious about the messages that were being subsidized by tax dollars. And what we found, again, was something that was not history, was closer to ideology.
You write about efforts made to preserve and care for the graves of Confederate soldiers, and that in Virginia, a lot of that money was routed through the United Daughters of the Confederacy. Tell us a little bit about that group.
Every single person's ancestor deserves to be memorialized and deserves to have his or her final resting place taken care of. What we were looking into was the differential, the disparate funding for Confederate graves and cemeteries, and the complete lack of funding for historic African American cemeteries. So that's how I came to this story. I was actually working and doing documentation on restoring black cemeteries, and just down the street there was a Oakwood Cemetery. It's got a Confederate section. It's beautiful, it's pristine, it's well maintained. Well, the city has a special deal with the Sons of Confederate Veterans. They have a special right of entry agreement, and every year the Sons of Confederate Veterans get a certain amount of money to maintain graves there. That money, as you said, Dave, is channeled through the United Daughters of the Confederacy, which is one of the main purveyors of this lost cause narrative. That money has been dispensed by the General Assembly since 1902. That's a pretty heavy-duty investment in one people's set of ancestors, when cemeteries like East End and Evergreen and hundreds of similar cemeteries across the South, black cemeteries, have been